Mitch Sizemore. Mitchell Sizemore. Look at his little face. You talk about big mistakes? You're the big mistake, my friend. And you're gonna pay for that today. We got a little surprise for you.
So it's a big mistake. Oh, old Ginger Boy thinks it's a big mistake booking the best tag team in the world to his shitty little Slender Slam. Time to go. Brother Nick, are you ready?
Henderson's Relish. Henderson's Relish. That's the name before the match. After the match, it'll be Benders and Hellish.
Oh, here we go, Slender Slam, wrestling cosplay's biggest event in Southampton. What is up, everybody? Brandon Cutler here from AEW, and I hear the Young Bucks might finally be appearing this year. Maybe even a Brandon Cutler, and Nutso better do a good job. Damn, you guys got a stacked card. I'm talking stacked. You got the Super Elite there. I gotta ask though, is it the Young Bucks with tassels, or is it the Young Bucks with the danglies? And is it Brandon Cutler as the Dragon Boy, or is it Brandon Cutler as the Tracksuit Boy? You guys got your work cut out for you, you Slender Slam attendees and wrestlers. I hope you guys have a great event. I love wrestling and cosplay together. Have a great one, guys. Kill it!
Hello, everybody! It is so good to be back. Well, it's not really that good to be back for me, but everyone says it's so good to be back, so I'm going to say it's good to be back. A live audience for the first time. Obviously, for the first time in 2 years. Obviously, last year we could not do this event. We put a lot of planning in place. It couldn't happen because of the big things that were happening in the world. So it is so good to be back today, and it's so good to see so many happy people. Yeah. But what a year it's been. What a year it's been. First of all, you know me. Do you know me?
Mitch Sizemore.
You know me. I'm Mitch Sizemore. I am back for another year at Slender Slam, and I've had a strange year. Now, normally I would start off by talking to you about the many things that I've been doing all around the world, the shows that I've been on. But I have had a year of highs and I have had a year of lows. One of my lows was I finally got my dream of being a judge on the G Factor. Now the G Factor is very much like the X Factor, except it's based solely in Guernsey, featuring talent of Guernsey, but I was all primed to be the second judge on that show, and it got cancelled. Now, I know what you're thinking. Mitch Sizemore, every show that you do gets cancelled.
Jizz or Jazz?
It's Jizz or Jazz. You know, all of those shows. But normally, I at least get the chance of actually making the show before it gets cancelled. But the good news is, I was able to spend some time on my writing. Yeah? Now, I know many of you will have read the first part of my autobiography, All Shapes and Mitch Sizemore, where I talk about the start of my career. It was a bit of a kiss and tell, and I talk about many of the ladies that I have enjoyed the experience of, and they have been All Shapes and Mitch Sizemore. The second part of my autobiography is now ready, thanks to the last 18 months. It's called Smack My Mitch Up. Now, Smack My Mitch Up talks about the very difficult year I spent in a Turkish prison. It talks about the very painful addiction I had when I was addicted to heroin. And it talks about how, with the help of some very strong prescribed painkillers, I managed to actually overcome that addiction. And everyone can. Do you know what I did? I smacked my Mitch up. Yeah? Now, another low. I heard from my publishers just last week that this will not be available in print form. You know? So you will need to download it. But the good news is, for people who cannot actually read, do you remember the guy from the bill, Burnside?
Yes.
DCI Burnside? He is doing a reading of my autobiography, and you will be able to download that sometime early next year. Smack My Mitch up. I know you all want to hear it. Anyway, you've not come here to hear about Mitch Sizemore, have you? No. What have you come here for today? Wrestling. And as always, we have got a great show for you. Yeah? That was a cue. No, that's not the music I want. This is not supposed to be... What's going on? This is not supposed to be happening. Who are these imposters? You are not booked. You are not booked to be here today. Boo these people. They are not supposed to be here. These guys do not represent what we are about.
Whoa! The greatest tag team in the world come out here at Slender Slam and nothing but a barrage of boos and utter disrespect. I tell you, Matt, we've come to Slender Slam. We weren't invited. They didn't want us here, but here we are. They're not used to this new talent coming on board with the
Young
best
men.
group in the world. But you know, look at Mitch Sizemore here. What a jabroni.
Shame on
shaking.
you. Shame on you.
He's never had to interview people like talent like us before, is he, Matt? Look at his chubby little hands quivering and shaking. He's nervous. Hey, this is a bit of a step up from interviewing the likes of Hillbilly Jim or the Berserker.
Or the Giant Gonzalez.
Shut up, Cutler. It's ridiculous. What are you talking about? But hey, Mitch, look, greatest tag team on the planet.
You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace to everything we stand for here.
The thing is, we're not booked, but we contacted your boss, Ginger McMahon, and you know what he said? Booking the Young Bucks would be a big mistake. Big mistake, he said. You can't come here. Last time, 4 years ago, we saw earthquakes, Dick. We were here. There was a big fat man with his penis hanging out. We can't have that. It's not the Attitude Era. This isn't the Attitude Era. We don't want that here. What did he say? Ginger McMahon said he's got to clean up his act. He was losing sponsorship. The Reddish Company, they bowed out on us. They don't want penises, no balls, no anuses on their show. So here we are, the Young Bucks. We're young, we're fresh. We're not through the era of drugs and alcohol and dying early. We're young, we're fresh. And as for Brandon Cutler here, who is a licensed physio, may we add, a licensed physio, he's here to keep us cool and keep the ugly Southampton people off our backs. Mitch, I gotta say, speaking of keeping ugly people off our backs, we got a little offer for you, Mitch. We know we are down on your luck. And what we like to do is give you something that maybe you won't even earn in a year, my friend. There's more money than you've seen in your career, fat man. Back off. Give us the titles. Go away. Go away. And let us have the airtime that we deserve. We don't do stupid questions, Mitch Sizemore.
Do you think Mitch Sizemore can be bought with this? I am a professional. Now, I may make lots of shows that get cancelled. And I may have to borrow lots of money from some very, very unscrupulous people just to feed my family. But I have got integrity. You guys were not booked on this card. You are not welcome here. And do you know what? Do you know what?
Whoa, calm down.
Do you know what? I have had the kind of... Have you ever had your book denied a print function in traditional print media?
Maybe we made a mistake. Maybe
you guys. Do you know what?
Get him going!
The Waterloo Wrestling Federation has integrity, and we do not need pricks like this on our show. We will be back after the break with some proper talent.